Skhokho is a business management software that has been created specifically for small to medium-sized businesses to help them with their day-to-day functionalities such as HR, project management, CRM, goal setting, OKRs. There's a couple of applications we have on our platform. It's really created to be like an all-in-one solution, a one-stop shop for SMEs or small businesses to do their management, their business administration. So today I'm going to demonstrate the social media functionality, specifically the LinkedIn version. So for you to be able to access that part of the application, you need to first of all log in to Skhokho. So there will be a login link available. And when you get here, you will use the credentials that have been made available to log into the application and just click that sign in button. Then once you're logged into the application, there are two ways to access the social media, and you can look at the navigation menu over there and find it under it's not on the navigation menu because we've actually deactivated it. People shouldn't find it because it's not active yet. It will be active after we get all the necessary requirements. Otherwise, there will be the quick access button on the dashboard that you can just click on, and it will take you to the settings page for the social media. So that will be the first button at the top. So when we click here, you will find the settings page. So this is obviously the starting point because you need to first of all authenticate yourself so that you can be able to link the social media accounts to your profile on Skhokho. That you can be able to continue with this. By the way, there is access control because you need to be logged in to be able to access the functionality of the social media integration. In addition, only once you're logged in, only people that have access to, obviously only you can access what you have created once you're logged in, because everything is completely connected to your profile. So I'm logged in here as Bertha Hokong, and I've gone into the social media link. And there are two LinkedIn versions that we have that you can connect to. So the first button here is your personal LinkedIn account, and the second one is your company LinkedIn account, which is the one that we need to be able to access the company pages that you have under your personal account. So in order to connect your company accounts, you just click in the sign in with LinkedIn button over there. And you can see the link, authorization link at the bottom, that will go into LinkedIn and request the authorization. So once I click it, this is what happens. I have to now then put in my credentials to log in to authorize Skhokho application to access my profile on LinkedIn. So I'm just going to say sign in over there, and then it's doing everything in the background, requesting the accounts. And then when it's done, that is going to display to me the company profiles that it has found under my my personal LinkedIn from what I've logged in on. So if I look over here, personally on LinkedIn, these are the three company business pages that I've got under my account. So I'm going to pick the ones which I want to connect Skhokho to, so that Skhokho can be able to, going forward, schedule social media posts on my, not reschedule my behalf. I'll be able to schedule them, but then Skhokho will be able to post them on my behalf based on what I have scheduled. So I'm going to pick two companies over here. I'm going to pick Skhokho Corporation, which is our company page, and then I'm going to pick Custom Software Development, which is also our company page. So I'm going to pick two, and I won't pick the third one. What we do is that we only limit people to 3 maximum accounts, because obviously not one person will need more than 3 accounts, but we have a little bit of flexibility from 1 up to 3 in case you have maybe more than 1 businesses, but that's the maximum. So each and every person on their profile can add only maximum 3 accounts at a time. So we're not marketing this to guys who are doing social media management for multiple clients like Hootsuite. We're marketing this for individual companies managing their own company profiles online. Then when we do that, once you're done with that, you then click select accounts, and then it's going to go and link those accounts that you've selected to your profile on Skhokho. So once you've done that, this is the same page I started on, it just routes me back to the same page after it has done the connections. And you'll see over there now I have 2 of the accounts that I've connected. I've connected Skhokho and the Tato Custom Software account. You see the button is still there because technically, according to our rules, you still have 1 more connection that you can do. So if you wanted to connect the third one, you can click that button, it will fetch your account again, and you can connect to the one more. If I'd connected all 3, then this button wouldn't be there anymore, because I only have maximum 3 that I can connect. And you'll see this is my personal account that is linked to these 2 company pages. So I'm able to see my personal account, and I'm able to see the 3 company pages, or the 2 pages that I've connected to that personal account, because obviously every company page works with a personal account. It's not independent on its own. And in future, when I show you the functionality to disconnect, you'll see when you disconnect the personal account, it will automatically connect your company pages, because they cannot exist on our profile without the authorization on the personal account. So we need to know whose personal account is linked to the company pages that are that you have access to. So once you've done this, the connection is basically done. Going forward, now we go into the scheduling part, which is the functionality, what we're using the LinkedIn for. You'll see now there's a calendar button at the top over there, which wasn't there before, the settings and calendar. So basically what you need to do once you've done your connections is that you go to the calendar, and on the calendar you'll be able to see any schedule that you've done. So it's on a weekly basis, and you can see where we are today. The date is the 4th of March 2023, and the time is around 8:45, almost 9. So you can start to schedule posts over here on the calendar to go onto the LinkedIn accounts that you've just connected. So I'm going to just demonstrate how that works. You just click anywhere on the calendar. So let's say you click over there, and then you'll see now the ability to schedule. I haven't connected these ones because I'm only demonstrating the LinkedIn for now, but if you had connected them, you would see them as well in the same way that you can see the LinkedIn ones that you've connected. So basically what happens is you first of all start by deciding which accounts you want to send the posts to. So I can use this is my personal account, and these are the 2 company accounts that I have connected. So I can choose, I want to post to my personal account, and then I also want to post to the Skhokho account, the 2 accounts I want to post to. Then once I've done that, if I want the post to be approved by somebody else, I can, but this is completely optional. In fact, it can only be approved by maybe somebody more senior in the organization, in case you need a senior approval. But for now, I'm just going to type anything that I want to, and you can see exactly here, this is the date that the post is going to go, and the 9 o'clock time that I picked for the post to be scheduled. So I'm going to say good day, this is a test social media post, and then you can see what the post looks like once it goes out. We have some assistant that can help you create the content for this post, in case you don't have stuff that you want to write about. We can get our assistant to help you write the post. So you can say what you want to talk about. I want to talk about custom software solutions, and what type of post you want it to be. Let's say it's an engaging post, and then you can get our AI engine to sort of help you with that. But this is completely optional, and you can see what has been created here before you schedule it. If you don't like it, you can remove it. I can say, okay, I don't like that part, I'm going to remove that, and then I'm going to just be left with that over there, and then that's what I want to post. And then you can see what the post looks like over here before it goes out. This is what it's going to look like when you schedule it. And then you can choose also images that you want to add to the post. Let's say I want to have an image of a laptop on the post, and the type of image, a photo. And then you can try and get you a photo image of a laptop. I like that one. All right. And then you can see now I've got my photo and the content that's going to go off, and my hashtags and everything that needs to accompany that post. So if I'm happy with what the post looks like, I can say, okay, that's good, I'm happy with it. And then I'm happy with the scheduling time, and then I can go and I can say schedule post. So what then happens is, if you go back to the calendar, you can see now I've got that post schedule for 9 o'clock, on my personal LinkedIn or on my company LinkedIn. So there's a couple of things you can do once you have scheduled a post. Let's say you change your mind and you decide you want to maybe change either the time or the content of the post. You just click on it on the calendar and you get to the edit page where you can decide, okay, I don't like that emoji, I'm gonna remove it, or maybe I'm going to change the time and make the post go out at 10 o'clock, or change the image, whatever. You can do all of that here, and then you can update the post, and then it takes you to, it either takes you back to the calendar, but in this case, we are back to the individual post where you can see where it's going to go out at 10 o'clock. It's just a different view of the same. If you want to go back to the calendar, you can go back there, and you can see now that post, the Bertha one, is going out at 10. Let's change that one as well, and also make it to go out at 10 o'clock, because we are not maybe ready for it by 9. And you can do the exact same to update this post as well. This one is a company post. It takes you to the company page, because with company posts, perhaps there's somebody that needs to approve it. If this was not, if you had set an approver for the post, it would be showing off here where the approver would need to approve for the post before it goes out. And after that, if it's approved by whoever it is in the organization that needs to approve that post, then eventually it will go out when it is scheduled. So now this one is all right. It doesn't need approval. I'll go back to the calendar, and you can now see the two posts are ready to go out at 10 o'clock. Provided I don't delete them, they will go out at 10. But if I change my mind per se, and let's say I decide, you know what, I don't I don't want this post to go out anymore. I also have the ability, the possibility to delete it. I can go to the individual page, which allows me to do a couple of things to edit or delete it. So I could say, okay, fine, I'm going to delete this one. I don't want it, so it's gone. And if you go back to the calendar, also it's gone. It's only my individual one that's left. I could also just decide, okay, cool, I don't want this post anymore. It was just a test post. I'm also going to delete it. This is the edit page, but I can go back to that initial page where I can delete the post as well. And then the post will disappear, and if I go back to the calendar again, there's no post that's scheduled. So basically, those are the functionalities we've got. You can create a post in advance, and then it will show up, and then you can decide to either edit or wait for it to be scheduled. If you didn't delete it at that time that you have scheduled it for, it will automatically be scheduled. It works similar to applications like Hootsuite, where you can schedule posts in advance, and the posts go out as you have scheduled them. And if we go back to the setting, the last thing I want to demonstrate is, at some point, if the users do not want to continue with our application or they want to, revoke our access to the application, they can simply just remove the application on the settings page. The same will happen if they remove their account. If they remove their account with us, everything is linked to their profile. If their profile gets deleted, everything connected to their profile also gets deleted. But if they want to continue with the application, they just want to discontinue with the social media part of it as well, it's possible. You can disconnect on a company by company basis by just clicking the disconnect button there, and you can and then that will revoke and will remove this application, and the data is deleted from the database, and it's no longer there. In fact, the only thing that is there really in our database is the access token to enable us to schedule the post on our behalf. And then of course we collect the profile picture and the profile name. That's really what we collect, and then after that we just get the access token that allows us to post the post on your behalf whenever you have scheduled it. Other than that, we do not collect any other information. But when you want to revoke those access, and you want to revoke our ability to have to be able to post on your behalf, I'm going to disconnect this one, because the personal one is connected to the company ones. If that's disconnected, both the company ones will also disappear. Or you could also do it, maybe we can do one to demonstrate. I'll just disconnect that one company at a time. And if I disconnect that, you'll see it's just that one company that was disconnected. This one is still there. But if I now disconnect my personal one, it will disconnect even the company, and there'll be nothing left. And then we'll go back to where we started, and I will need to reconnect in future. So even if I had scheduled something and I've disconnected, that schedule disappears. The posts that had been scheduled, if I disconnect the access, those also get deleted. So everything that we have under your social media goes, and it's up to you. If you want to reconnect in future, there is that ability that the users can reconnect at any point. And that is pretty much what we have on the LinkedIn side for our Skhokho social media scheduling application.